Welcome to this 2K Sports presentation of the WNBA. We'll see the Chicago Sky. This is Blake Suniga alongside Tim Swartz and Brian Benefitemi, and we're excited for some 2K hoops. And it's going to be the Sky off the tip. Here's Vandersloot. Back to Gray. And she drops in the layup off glass.
With the wide array of offensive moves, Gray will pretty much make you pick your poison when you're guarding her.
Over to the left wing. Here's Breezy. And it's good. Fought through the contact. Hit the shot. She'll go to the line.
The line for Atlanta, Bryant, shooting one.
One shot.
Now Gray. Pass to Vandersloot. Cardoso. Off target from three-point range.
Surprising miss, wouldn't you say? I mean, she usually devours those wide-open opportunities.
Nelson Adota. Off to a good start as she gets her first shot attempt.
She can time her passes so perfectly. What an assist.
And there's the call on Carrington. That's her first foul.
That's a quick foul for her there. Looks like the refs are going to call this one close.
Down low. Here's Hillman. That's good. And so Courtney Vandersloot gets the assist.
Intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Carrington outside. Breezy. Vandersloot defending. To the middle. Nelson Adota with the bucket.
Great communication between teammates there.
Vandersloot with it. And here's Ariel Atkins outside. Good. First shot, first basket.
With an unwavering work ethic, Atkins has just about mastered the three ball.
Carrington outside. Here's Nelson Adota, covered by Cardoso. Breezy gets the bucket.
4 makes on 4 shots. Everything is falling for them early.
And it's the Sky ball. They trail by 3. Pass to Atkins. Now here's Cardoso. Hillman, Breezy covering. Out to Atkins. Now Vandersloot. 6 on the shot clock. Gray. That 3 off the mark. Carrington outside. Pass to Duchess. Chicago with the rebound.
Their first miss of the game. A strong start.
Gray outside. Inside. Cardoso. And so she draws the foul on the shot. Trip to the line to shoot.
Well, you allow someone to get to the rim like that. Really, that's the only option.
Yeah, free throws are always better than a layup. I would agree with that.
And she's good on the second. First quarter of action and just under 3.5 minutes played. Pass to Duchess. Reese. Duchess. Gray defending. Duchess, no good. And here is Vandersloot. Looking for her first basket still in this one. Pass to Cardoso. Hillman. That shot is good. Camila Cardoso making the play.
Cardoso.
It's a tie ball game.
The second she got around the pick and shook her man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very well done.
Now here's Breezy. She's got 6. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right iron.
You love her presence on this team as a scorer. It has a calming effect for them. She's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Here's Gray. Pass to Atkins. Now Vandersloot. Here's Cardoso. That's Angel Reese with the rebound. Harrington outside. Back to Reese. That one falls.
That's what I call pretty passive. Timely recognition as to where the open teammate was.
Pass to Atkins. Now Cardoso. Screen by Cardoso. Here's Gray. Out to Vandersloot. Atkins. No good on the triple.
Even with the decent coverage that time, she has every bit of confidence to drill that 3.
Absolutely, just keep shooting. I wouldn't bet against her the next time she's in that situation.
They've worked hard and created great chances for themselves in this opening frame.
If they match that effort at the defensive end, look out.
Now here's Gray. Courtney Vandersloot for 3. The three-pointer is on target.
I love when Vandersloot lets it fly without hesitating. This is where she's most dangerous.
Pass to Breezy. Back to Carrington. To the inside. Nelson Ododa with the bucket.
Of their last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is smash-mouth basketball, guys.
Yeah, they're really imposing their will offensively and getting exactly the kind of looks they want.
Now here's Gray. This one for 3. It's hauled in by Reese. Here's Duchess. A rebound by Gray.
Yeah, her touch has deserted her this quarter. Nowhere to be found.
Pass to Atkins. Cardoso. Gray. Duchess defending. Lets it go from deep. And that one's good. Gray.
These defenders better start closing down their shooters.
Yeah, that's 2 straight from long range.
Here's Harrington. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for her. On the wing, Dejanay Carrington. Nelson Ododa. The shot that time not on target. Vandersloot outside. Hillman. Deep Alicia Gray. That's miss number 3. For her, now 2 for 5 from the floor. Now here is Canada. Misses from short range. Sky trail. Breezy covering. Nurse outside. 5 on the clock. Here's Williams. And it's good. The game is all even.
Well, Williams is a center who battles inside. I mean, if she's not a player, you're going to be seeing jacking up too many threes.
Pass to Breezy. The tray. Elizabeth Williams with the rebound. Here's Banham. Sinks that one from the post.
Both teams on fire right now from the opening tip.
This is going to be an entertaining game of basketball today, folks. I think that much is obvious.
Get your popcorn ready.
Now here's Breezy. She's got 8. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Now Banham. And there's the foul. It's on Breezy. That's her first foul.
Checking in for Chicago, number 22, Courtney Thunder.
Chicago with the ball. Up top, Williams. That's her second shot and her second basket. My math says that's 2 for 2.
And now we see them really working it inside.
Yeah, getting quality looks around the rim. That's fueling this run.
Now here is Canada. She hasn't yet put up any points in this one.
What a courageous play by Canada. Seeking her shot despite the foul.
Jordan Canada, shooting 1.
And the free throw, no good. And here we go, the sky fast break. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and game clock. Now here's Billings. D right on her. Here's Breezy. Lays it up and banks. It in.
Nice work inside. Hard to get that one to go over the bigger defender.
Well, it was never going to be easy. A little artistry on the inside.
Call it maybe a reference.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. The Dream, they lead by 2. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. Closely. contested game here at the start of the second quarter.
There hasn't been a lot of settling for outside shots really early on.
Yeah, they've done a good job to work it low and not take the easy way out on offense. No shortcuts.
Pound it low.
Back to Canada. Pass to Duchess. Clock at 6. Here's McCowan. Great D that time from Elizabeth Williams. Vandersloot outside. To the paint. Williams. Score it. Her third straight basket in 3 attempts.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Everybody always thinks it's passing that gets you assists, but also their movement off the ball, it's created those opportunities. The concentration, the fire from McCowan. Wow, able to hit the shot despite the D being all over her. Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Every pass is with purpose, and their last 10 points have come off of assists. Great team basketball on display right now. Superb assist. She was crafty, creative, and the ultimate teammate on that play.
Up top, Vandersloot. Guarded by Canada. Vandersloot, no good. Down low. Here's Billings. Well-timed pass and goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
She's been able to find her open teammate every trip down the floor.
I mean, it sure has seemed like it, right? I mean, great day passing the rock for her.
Kia Nurse has doubled. Inside. Her shot is good, making her a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Just the way they wanted, within touching distance of the rim.
Pass to Breezy. Launches a 3. Good. And Jordan Canada gets the assist.
What a smart feed by Canada. She's got a great eye for finding those ready shooters.
Tries it from 19. Elizabeth Williams pulls it in. Here in quarter 2, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Pass to Vandersloot. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
In for the stop. Number 15, Alicia Gray. Atlanta timeout. And your Racers is through.
Here's Canada. Pass to Nelson Adota. Count it. Good.
4 of their last 5 makes came off a high-quality shot inside.
And that's right out of the textbook. They're having their way down low right now.
On the wing, Alicia Gray. Covered by Vivians. That one good for 2.
What movement from Williams. She's dangerous in the pick and roll going to the hoop.
Outside Canada. Pass to Nelson Adota. The rebound by the Sky.
You know, typically she has the touch to finish when she's in that tight. Not sure what happened there.
Gray outside. Good on the 3-point shot.
Supremely confident in her scoring abilities. Gray, she'll make you pay.
Victoria Vivians on the wing. To the inside. Nelson Adota with the bucket.
Yeah, she's played an important role in her offense today, and really without her, they might not have the lead right now.
Pass to Vandersloot. And here's Banham. On deep, Alicia Gray. Canada grabs the board.
Very close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Not a great habit to get into, letting her get that wide open.
Here's Banham, covered by Carrington. From deep. Banham, no good. Canada with it. Pass to Nelson Adota. Carrington outside. Just 5 on the clock.
Yeah, and one of the buzzwords that you hear about Carrington is aggression. She brings a very aggressive mindset to every time she steps on the floor.
At the line for Atlanta, De'Toni Carrington. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Both shots good from the stripe. Chicago trailing here. And here is Vandersloot out to Atkins. That's good, and so Courtney Vandersloot gets the assist.
And I think Atkins is the type of player that is equally effective on or off the ball.
Pass to Carrington for 3. It's good, and she makes her first shot of the game.
The rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
I wasn't sure they should try to get the 3 right back like that, but hey, it worked out for them.
Now here's Cardoso. Now Gray, covered by Vivians. And that one's good. Gray. Carrington outside. Elizabeth Williams with the block.
Standing at 6'3" with some length, some hops, Williams is a premier shot blocker.
Shot clock at 6. Canada. The shot from the low post is good. One item that stood out is their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it's tough to defend.
And the 3 ball is good.
Well, it's just what she does. Gray, she just scores points, providing a punch tonight, getting it done.
Pass to Carrington. Over Atkins. And she tries off the glass, but it's no good. Now here's Vandersloot, covered by Carrington. Back to Atkins. Here's Williams. Good for the 5th time and 5 shots. She remains perfect.
Well, this is where she makes her money, in the paint. Williams can score many different ways down low.
Pass to Nelson Adota. And a foul called on the shot. Got her on the way up that time, so she'll shoot 2.
Second team foul.
And the call on Camila Cardoso.
For Atlanta, Olivia Nelson Ododa.
The first one falls. And so she hits both.
Another trip to the stripe for them, and a little bit of a different feel here in the second quarter, a little more banging.
And that's serving them well, seeking out contact and putting pressure on the defense.
And the basket by Cardoso.
Great ball movement from Ariel Atkins, showing a willingness to get her teammates involved.
Carrington outside. Here's Canada. Alicia Gray with a defensive effort.
If only she can improve on what's been a shaky day for her, they can really stretch this lead out, don't you think?
Pass to Hillman. And here's Cardoso. Guarded by Canada. Out to Gray. Kept alive. Cardoso can't get it to go. Here's Canada. Outside Vivians. Carrington. And she sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Well, I'm a big fan of the fact that she's getting the touches she needs here after not scoring a point in the first quarter.
Pass to Williams. Hillman, covered by Vivians. The offensive rebound. And Williams gets it to go.
One of her real strengths, Williams can collect her teammates' misses, turn them into points.
Outside Vivians. No good on the 3. Pass to Cardoso. The 3. Nelson Adota with the rebound.
Even without that 3 ball dropping for her, The defense should have done way more on that last play.
Yeah, and then the D's got to be better as a coach. You can't stand seeing her having that much space to get her shot off. Good pass work. The assist was right on target.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Canada. That is her first foul of the game.
In for the scuff, number 24, Rachel Bannon.
Now here's Gray. 13 points in this game. 6 to shoot. To the middle. Williams. Cardoso. And a pretty tight contested game here as we end the first half. The Dream, they lead by 3. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
You know what time it is. It's time for your fan half-court shot. Please direct your attention to center court. Drums, please. They're measuring up the shot. Oh, sorry. One more time. A round of applause.
The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first. First 2 quarters. You gotta like what Breezy has been able to do in this game.
Well, in terms of her points in the first half, that's pretty much what we've come to expect.
Which tells you really all you need to know about what a strong talent she is. I mean, I'm going to bet that she adds a lot more to her totals after the break.
Three-point lead. Carrington outside. To the wing, right side. Breezy. That shot off the mark.
This game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding is one thing that's gone in their favor.
Yeah, effort and determination on the glass. They really can compensate for a lot of deficiencies.
And she knocks down the first one. She hits both from the stripe. Now Carrington. Pass to Duchess. And she's good on the 3 ball.
She was one step ahead of the D in making that pass. Nice assist.
And there's the call on Carrington. That's foul number 2 for her.
Second personal foul. seconds to foul.
Vandersloot with it. Pass to Cardoso. And she can't answer back the three-pointer offline. And here's McCowan. It's good.
Well, in 6-7, McCowan gets that ball in the paint. It is too late already defensively.
Sky trail. Atkins. Breezy covering. Pass to Atkins. Here's Cardoso. Oh, wow. Through the contact. That three almost went in. But instead, she's going to go to the line and shoot three of them.
3 shots.
And she hits the first of 3. And she sinks the second. And she makes all 3. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the third quarter. Pulls it. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
They're 3 of 4 to start the half.
Here's Chicago now. It's a 5-point game. Pass to Reese. And she banks in the layup.
A nice start to the second half. Just one miss in their first 5 attempts.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Gray, that's good.
Constantly in a position to score. Gray loves to shoot it off of a crisp pass.
Pass to Breezy. And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
A nice play to get a hand to that pass and tip it out of bounds.
She was just a hair away from coming up with the steal there. Good effort.
To the inside. And there it is.
That assist got a little nod from her teammate after the bucket.
Vandersloot outside. Cardoso. McCowan defending. And it's good. 2 points.
Fed her teammate off the bounce there. That was a nice play.
Pass to Reese. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, we've seen that more than a few times. Easy bucket in the paint.
The interior defense at that end has been lifeless, to say the least.
Drains it from beyond the arc.
The floor general sensibilities of Vandersloot on full display. Awesome job finding the wide open teammate.
Pass to Breezy. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
I like the aggression there. Yeah, hitting the offensive boards hard.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter play now. Now here's Gray from the arc. And again, it's Chicago with a 3.
That's a weapon they've been allowed to use at will today, and they're doing some damage.
Yeah, the D struggling to take that away from them.
To the wing on the left. Here's Breezy. Score that one for her 8th field goal. 8 for 11, in fact, on an accurate night.
She's having one of those days where if she takes it, she makes it.
Cardoso. And lots. And here we go with a coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this, and they're disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time
The previous play is under review.
instituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot clearer.
Indeed. And
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
real time, you get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are really moving at and how fast the action really is. It just shows how hard it can be sometimes to see everything in order to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if the coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put into the review process, double checking, and really it helps the game continue on. I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second half despite the deficit.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive, Tim, right? I mean, another good job of drawing contact and getting to the line.
You got to force the issue when you're down, as you were saying.
Reese, no good.
Terrific job defending the basket that time. It's not an easy task stopping her when she's headed to the rim.
Whatever intensity might have been lacking the first half, these teams are making up for it now.
Yeah, I'll say. I mean, things have really picked up.
Here's Carrington. 9 points in the game. Duchess takes the three. Cardoso gets the board.
You can tell she thought that triple was going to fall.
She's just shaking her head after that miss.
That's just great ball movement.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with a purpose. The D has not been able to keep up.
Pass to Breezy. Vandersloot with the steal. And here we go, the sky fast break. Here's Atkins. Nice D from Angel Reese. Carrington outside. Out of bounds, it'll go to the sky.
The ball goes to Chicago. Into the sky. Elizabeth Williams. Rachel Banham.
Chicago in the lead. Gray outside. Cardoso. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Gray. Shoots over Duchess. Chicago again missing. Can they get it? Buries the long-range jumper.
She found the perfect spot. There, a big gap in the D.
Johnny Carrington. Third personal foul. 15 foul. At the line for the Sky, Courtney Vandersloot. 2 shots.
No good on that one.
The under-recruited going to college, called too short. Courtney Vandersloot has always had a chip on her shoulder and has always defied expectations.
Good on the second free throw.
Even with the miss, she got the big one there to put them in front.
To the paint. Reese gets the bucket. Here's Vandersloot. Pass to Williams. Inside. Cardoso. Out to Vandersloot. Now Gray. Clock at 6. Here's Williams. Reese defending. Here's Cardoso. Can't connect from short range. Here's Breezy. Count it, and she'll have a chance for the three-point play. It's going to go on Courtney Vandersloot.
Shooting one.
Chicago trailing here. Pass to Williams. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Banham. Chicago again missing.
That's definitely a situation where you want to make sure you don't give her too good of a look.
Absolutely, and the defense better not relax, because she might hit that one next time.
Pass to Banham. Back to Gray. Covered by Carrington. Here's Banham to halt the run. He can't get that one.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Now here's Breezy. She's tightly guarded. And she was fouled in the act of shooting, an opportunity for a three-point play.
It's not. Hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. Just too many looks from in close.
You know, usually when teams give up runs like this, it's because they allow chances from inside. Make them beat you from deep.
Now a timeout called by Chicago.
They'd seen enough scoring in the paint and wanted to send a message to their team. Lock things up inside.
Yeah, you're right, Tim. I guarantee you this talk centers around cutting down on all those points coming against them in the paint.
And maybe it's more help. It's the front of player. They've got to try something.
Back to Williams. And she drops it in from the low post.
So far, going for more of an inside game here in the second half.
McCowan. She's guarded by Williams. Right wing. Here's Banham. A quick shot there, and it's off target.
Well, I'm going to say the defense got pretty lucky right there because she's going to make a lot more of those than she misses when she gets that much room.
Another good rebound. She's pulled down a bunch. Hasn't mattered that you know what? She's a little size challenge in the post.
Here's Williams. Good once again. That makes her 8 for 9 this game.
A streaky score. Williams is on tonight. Watch out.
Pass to Duchess. Chicago with the rebound. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Despite playing a lot off ball as a two-guard, Nurse has developed a solid passing game.
Now Breezy. Back to Canada. And she wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron. Knocked loose and stolen by Canada. Pass to McCowan. Good, and Jordan Canada gets the assist. And a great show through three quarters as we enjoy the fourth. Who will carry the day? The Dream. They lead by 7. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. The fourth quarter. Just moments away now as we welcome you back. Now here's Vandersloot, guarded by Canada. Banham, no good.
You know, you watch her, and you see her mechanics are totally out of whack right now. She's lost all feel for her shot.
Yeah, and it's not hard to tell. You know, just look at her numbers right now. Nothing is going down for her.
Canada with the bucket.
And the defense having problems now stopping that old school, you know, mid-range jump shot. They're not really closing out on them as much as they should be. Coach cannot be happy with that.
Yeah, better effort needed because 6 of their last 10 points have come by the way of a 2-point jumper.
Shot clock at 5. Here's Banham. The three-pointer off the mark.
Another miss. He's having an ugly game offensively.
Victoria Vivians on the wing. Billings. And she can't extend the lead to double digits. Down low. Here's Williams. And she uses the glass on the layup.
They're beginning to just fall apart defensively, especially on the interior.
Yeah, they're crumbling like a cookie right now, and that's 4 straight field goals they've allowed from within touching distance of the rim.
And that one goes in as she's fouled. It'll be 3 points if she can convert the free throw.
Shooting 1.
We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Pass to Banham, back to Vandersloot. And here's Williams.
Loose ball.
Go the other way. First team foul. In for the Sky. Number 15, Alicia Gray.
Outside Canada. And there's the foul. It'll go on Canada. That's foul number 2 for her.
That turnover is not typical of the performance that she's turned in today. In fact, it's her only turnover of the game, and to me that just shows what a solid job she's done today of taking care of the rock.
Pass to Gray. Nailed from three-point land.
It has been a 3-point barrage for them since halftime.
Yeah, I don't know if it's been by design or by accident, but either way, it's been impressive.
Maybe the coach just went up to the locker room chalkboard and just put a number 3 out there.
Harrington. Banham with the rebound. Chicago trailing here. Vandersloot outside. Williams can't get it to go. Here's Billings. Makes it off the glass.
Well, tired legs affect you at the defensive end first, and that's what's happening here.
You nailed it, and as much offense as we saw early, we're seeing even more of it here late.
We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. Pass to Banham. Inside. Here's Gray. Good work defensively by Victoria Vivians. Outside Canada. Fires for 3. Nice defense by Courtney Vandersloot. To the inside. Rejected by Tiara McCowan. Outside Vivians. Pass to Canada. To the middle. McCowan drops in the layup for 2.
This defense is getting eaten up on the inside, guys, giving up far too many free runs to the rim.
And they haven't been able to return the favor. Their offense in the paint hasn't been up to par.
And there's the defensive 3-second call.
Technical foul.
Timeout called the Sky.
Looks like the coach saw some things out there that need adjusting, and it's going to take a little time to talk it over.
Yeah, never a bad idea to use a timeout if there's something that's got you concerned.
And no good on the technical, so unable to pick up that one. Now here's Vandersloot. Shot clock at 6. Cardoso. That's good, and so Courtney Vandersloot gets the assist.
She's shaking off that slow start and giving them a boost here in the second half.
Pass to Breezy for 3. Good on the triple.
Watch out, now that she's got her first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
On offense, here the Sky. Down by 12. Over to the wing. Here's Gray. And that one good.
You know, she shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Outside Canada. Pass to Vivians. Now here's Breezy. Reese. She's guarded by Williams.
Chicago foul. Elizabeth Williams. First personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for Atlanta, Angel Reese. 2 shots.
And the first one drops.
They should keep fighting their way to the line, guys. This half, it's been nothing but success for them there.
Taking full advantage from this charity stripe. They've yet to miss here in the second half.
That one is no good. On the wing, Alicia Gray. Guarded by Canada.
Olivia Nelson again. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Pass to Cardoso.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of the hole because she is not helping their offense.
For 3, Victoria Vivians drops in the tray.
Well, that's an assertive 3 ball by Vivians. She really commits to her shot selection from beyond the arc.
To the paint. Pass to Gray. That one drops, and it comes off an assist from Camila Cardoso.
Again and again, they're pounding the defense and creating high percentage looks from close range.
And even under pressure in tight, they've maintained their concentration and converted their opportunities.
Now Hillman. Pass to Atkins. Now Cardoso. Gray, covered by Vivians. 5 to shoot. Back to Cardoso. And the lead is down inside single digits.
With sound awareness and passing skills, Gray is able to find teammates and get them the ball.
To the right side. Pass to Reese. Nails the baby hook.
She's having a great half here, exactly the reverse of the first half.
Gray outside. Here's Cardoso. Yep, that one goes.
Nice pass. She got that ball right into her teammate's shooting pocket, and it yielded great results.
Now Breezy. Victoria Vivians for 3. Drains the 3-pointer.
I can't believe it. They cannot forget about her like that. She's not going to miss that open look.
Gray with it. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
The handles. Gray turning up. Wowing this crowd and wowing us. Yeah, it's hard to see. She's shaking up. No choice but to take a timeout. Let her get some medical attention. Hope she's okay.
Outside Canada. Shoots over Vandersloot and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in.
Nice little jumper from Canada. She plays so fast, but still shoots it with impressive focus.
Pass to Cardoso. Back to Gray. And here's Cardoso. And foul called as she misses. He misses the free throw. He hits the second from the line.
Not as productive of a trip to the line as she'd have liked. They really need all their free throws to go down at this point.
Pass to Duchess. touch off the glass.
They'll want to generate more of those shots in tight.
Ray up top. Duchess defending. Shoots over Duchess. And that one's good. Ray.
Well, she, for one, hasn't let them down, but a few of her teammates need to pick up the pace and pick it up fast.
Duchess. Ray defending. Here's Duchess. That's in for her 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip. 5 for 10. And the bucket counts, and she's on her way to the line to try to make it a 3-point play. And you've got to think a basket here would seal it.
No question. That would be all she wrote, and what a story she wrote.
What was the story? I don't know.
This is a serious game-clinching run they're on.
They are just not backing off, and they're going to close this one out in style. What a surge.
Give them credit just to finish this one off.
And they can burn some clock if they want.
And calm down. Get a little breather here, too.
Back to Canada. Pass to Duchess. They get it back. Reese gets the bucket.
Man, they have got to put a body on her because otherwise, with her agility and athleticism, they're just not going to be able to contain her on the offensive glass.
It's a deflection. Treated to a win. And that'll wrap it up.
115, Chicago. 103.